We're back with more When I'm Not Podcasting. Dating apps don't destroy love. The Swiss are saying this in way of a study that has been published. So contrary to warnings that dating apps are encouraging superficial and short-lived flings over true romance, a Swiss study showed that app users were more likely to be seeking long-term relationships. So a study conducted by the University of Geneva, published in the PLOS One journal, indicates that app-formed couples actually have stronger cohabitation intentions than those couples who meet offline. Larger parts of the media claim that they have a negative impact on the quality of relationships since they render people incapable of investing in an exclusive or long-term relationship. Cites the author Gina Potarka, or I'm guessing it's pronounced that way, a researcher at the University of Geneva's Institute of Demography and Socioeconomics. Up to now, though, there has been no evidence to prove this is the case, they said. Now, she used the 2018 family survey by the Swiss Federal Statistical Office, analyzing responses from over 3,000 people who enter a relationship and had met their partner in the last decade. And the analysis showed that couples who met through an app were more motivated by the idea of living together than others. It doesn't say whether the final intention was to live together or for the longer short term. That the since expressed desire to marry remain high across the board. So also, cohabitation was seen as a good trial period prior to marriage. Well, that's what I always thought too. Couples who met through dating apps, meanwhile, also expressed the same level of satisfaction about the level of the relationships as those who met their partners through more traditional means. The findings were especially encouraging because of the pandemic continuing to place traditional dating out of reach for many. She concluded by saying that knowing that dating apps have likely become even more popular because of lockdown and social distancing, it is reassuring to dismiss alarming concerns about the long-term effects of using these tools. Well, you can't stop love. You know, like Pop Smoke said, the late Pop Smoke, what you know about love? That's what it comes. It's the fact of the matter is when you're looking at people wanting to go ahead and meet up. I mean, the one thing I've had a little issue with is just looking for women and looking at them through masks. And I can't really get into that. But that's why I figured more than ever, that was the idea of why I felt like, okay, more than ever, might as well to go ahead and just see people that are online. First of all, not mask fishing. So where they're not putting masks on themselves on their profiles, skip them. But at least I get to see pretty faces along to somebody that at least I'll know what they look like. And when I get to meet them, hopefully I'll get to see them for a time where they're not with their mask off, right? And then we still have masks on as we go out. But at least I'll have an idea of what this person looks like so I can have some kind of a mental picture image as opposed to a stranger who I'm not going to be able to see with a mask on and only can see their eyes or their body but can't look at their pretty face. And that's what comes down to me. Does that make sense? That's where I'm trying to get at. And I think more than ever, that's what I'm looking for. And also just finding the appreciation of getting to know somebody more than just the aesthetics, the way they look. I mean, think about it like this too. The lack of the need for makeup or to put a lot of makeup together, foundation, all the accoutrements that a woman needs to do to put herself together. She could just keep the mask on and just a little bit of eyeliner, makeup, and that's it. And done. I mean, for some people, that's what it comes down to. And I can imagine that some women struggle to have to put a mask on while they have the makeup on because it's going to smudge or whatever could happen, right? A lot of things to be in consideration. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. But before I go, I want to go ahead and make sure all of you, please do subscribe to this show. Look for it. If you're on YouTube, it's youtube.com/JBRASCO951. I'll say it one more time. youtube.com/JBRASCO951. Sit. So I have it there and easy for you to go ahead and check out for yourselves. Subscribe to it, like it, share it, hit the bell if you want. If it helps you notify, I don't know if it works or not. But I like all the new subscribers that are coming on board. Thank you for all finding the shows you do. It's a small but steadily growing audience. And, of course, a lot of you listen more to the podcast version, which you can find anywhere. Every major corporate podcast outlet, okay? We're talking about Apple, Google, Amazon, Spotify, iHeartRadio. It's all there and all the places where you can find your podcasts. And I'll talk to you next time.